Okay. Peace, love, and light. This is Glitza. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Okay, I just spoke for about 30 seconds thinking the video was on, and I was just talking to myself. Let me open the curtain a little bit so y'all can see my lovely face. Looking like my mother, Lula Fagans. I love you, my queen, goddess. And my grandmother, Lottie Carey Brown. We love you, grandmother. Grandmother in the heavens, be at peace and at rest. And looking like my relatives and my children too. Today, the Spirit said to me on this winter solstice, today is December the 23rd of 2018, they say. And the Spirit said to me, as I was watching a YouTube video from a beautiful brother and sister who were in Ghana, I forgot the name of it, but they were telling of the experience of 5 dumb things that the mistakes that they made that you don't want to make when you move internationally to Africa. And it reminded me of some things of my experience when I moved to Kenya in East Africa in 2006. And so the Spirit said to me, well, since you have something to share and you have not made a YouTube video, other than the one of you singing at Nyali Beach Hotel in Kenya with the Jambo Africa Band, you might find that old video on YouTube, hint, hint, Jambo Africa Band, no spaces. I'm singing on the beach in East Kenya. Anyway, I need to go back and look at that today. So at any rate, as Mr. Kitterman used to say in my 9th grade English class, I wanted to share some points with you and some things because I do intend to return to Kenya at one point. I try to go on a regular, but I want to perhaps retire there for at least months out of the year. Perhaps come back to America 4 months out of the year, 8 months in Kenya, 9 months, 3 months, like that. So that's the plan. The brother was talking about bringing things. He just triggered me because he talked about being a minimalist, and I'm definitely a minimalist. So that's key 1. You have to be a minimalist when you go to Africa, when you move internationally. It just makes things a lot easier. So you have to let go. So I've learned, one of my experiences out of the many that I've learned moving internationally and living in an African country is that you learn, or I learned, to let go of things. Books that I'd had for years, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, and I think I took Isis papers, don't I? But some books that I had, I was not able to take. So I had to leave them. I had a whole bookshelf full of books. My musical instruments, I left my keyboard and my amp, and I bought a new guitar because I want to teach myself guitar because I know a lot of guitarists, but not one of them has yet taught me how to play the gits. So that's on my list to do. My candle is burning there for the winter solstice, see there, for love in the 2019. And so I also have a Himalayan sea salt lamp here that I could share with you. See it? Is that lovely? And my various essential oils. Look at this cluster I have here. Is she beautiful? Among a myriad of essential oils. So anyway, be a minimalist. Learn how to minimize what you have. I see I'm growing into, my gray is coming in, huh? I just washed my hair yesterday, so I just had on my flap from Grace Elaye. I love this sister. This is a sister from, I think she's from Ghana. I love her caps. At any rate, I have 3 of them. I wear one. She's got buy one, get one free. Check her out. Grace Elaye slaps. So anyway, be a minimalist. You don't need a lot of shit. So, number 2, don't be squeamish about stuff. Bugs and stuff don't bother me like that. But I'm a country girl, so I was raised in Esmont, running barefoot in the summers with some ponies and, around the cows. And we had hogs and chickens. Yes, we did. I used to take care of the eggs and sell them to the local store. at Ted's. Yeah, Porter's Market, I think is what it was called, because we lived up in Porter's area, right? Subdivision. And so, number two, don't be squeamish of bugs when you go internationally, especially in Africa. You'll just be less stressful, less stressful. They say if a fly gets in your drink, you just pluck it out, you just been blessed. Okay? Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Shida, Sasa. Si lazima kuoga. It's not a must to be fearful. Anyway, when you go there, number three, you should learn about growing and using the foods and the herbs of the place that you're residing. I got into farming there and love it. We grew cassava and mahindi, corn, maize, and we grew tomatoes, beans, marage, nini. We tried cabbage. Cabbage didn't do badly, but it didn't grow fully. So I don't know if we need more water or more cold weather, because we were in the tropical area there. So, okay. I didn't write these things down. I just I'm thinking of them up on the top of my head. And I just wanted to do the video. I was thinking about it on this winter solstice day, 23rd of December, 2018. Everybody's all hustling and bustling and shit, I'm guessing. I'm not. I'm chilling, getting ready to do some meditation, and thought to do a video. So, thinking about going home to the motherland, learn the language of the country that you're going to ahead of time. While you're here and you're planning, you could have a year or so, 6 months. Get online, get some books, whatever you got to do. And if you're going to Ghana, learn Twi or whatever is the local mother tongue. If you're coming to Kenya, get some Kiswahili books. Get it online. There are different little games and stuff you can play to learn Kiswahili in different levels. So I'm pretty much intermediate, I would guess, and I'd like to review. I haven't done so in a while, but I do need to do it again. Another person who I remember seeing a documentary on, Idi Amin from Uganda, said that Black Americans, who they call us, Black Americans should learn Kiswahili. And since Kiswahili can be one of the unified languages, it is a unified language, why don't we learn it? So we can get rid of the bastard language that they forced on our ancestors and our forefathers, and we can relearn our languages. So that's my other advice. Number 4, I think, is where I'm at, is to learn the language of the country that you plan to reside in. Yes, the people will respect you much better. They will. You can see the joy in their eyes and their hearts when you speak their tongue. That's a respect. Yes, instead of going there talking that English shit. Hello, how are you? What the fuck? And the children, every time they would see me in the village, they would say, how are you? How are you? How are you? I got so sick of them talking to me. I'm trying to talk in Kiswahili, bless their hearts. But every time they see you, they think English. Mzungu, you're a white woman. I say, hold on. I'm what? What's Mzungu mean? They say it means white man. I say, hold on. Do I look like a man? Am I white? Look at this beautiful melanated skin I've been blessed with. From Monty and Mabel Folk, from Lottie Carey Brown, and Lot Carey, and Joseph Gleason Brown, and Alma Brown Chambers, and Clara Brown, and Alma. Did I say Alma? My favorite. I love you. Aunt Gertrude, and Uncle David, and Uncle Jojo, and Uncle Bill, Uncle T, and Paige. We love y'all. We love y'all. All of my people. We love y'all. Nanny. Uncle Fitz and Uncle Wilbur. Yes, we love you. And so, learn the language. Another point I would say is be very careful about sexual relations and getting involved with local people when you go to a new place. Because number one, you need to do your homework, and you go there in Kenya, you go to the VCT clinic. When you're dating someone, and we went, took the young man, I said, come on, we going to the clinic. We gonna get tested. They got clinics, they're free. You go in, boop, boop, 15 minutes, you in, you out. You get tested for your status of HIV. And so they'll tell you in the next few minutes, they counsel you. They say, well, if it's positive, this, we have these kind of classes. They do all of that prepping you. And then they give you the results after a few minutes. So both of us were negative. We give thanks. And so I would suggest when you go to a foreign country, in Africa or any other continent, that you study the people, you study the person that's may be interested in you, because they'll be coming in droves, let me tell you. And they hear your English. You study them, and then you get tested, and you talk to relatives and people that know that person. You check out that character and what they're about. That's what you do. So don't be fast. Take your time. HIV, a lot of other things are high in certain pockets, in certain areas. Virginia is one. So even here, be careful with who you're dealing with, especially sexually. Okay? Now, another thing I would say is schools. If you have school-aged children, prepare to pay if you want a really quality education. The best schools are the international schools, they say. But there are schools that are nice, that are affordable. We paid about $250 a term, 3 months, for boarding school. She hated it, but Kenya got over it. And she learned some things, I'm sure, by staying in boarding school about a year. So, and going to day school, and living in the village. Okay, so there's a lot to be told there. But anyway, I don't want to make this long. I just want it to be under 15 minutes. But check out the schools ahead of time. Decide how you're going to school your children. Okay? Because that can be a real hindrance. That's one reason my son came back. He didn't stay but 3 months when we went. We were all supposed to stay, but because he was at the end of his high schooling years, there's a test that has to be taken, kind of like the SAT, that you have to pass to get any kind of decent score to do anything in life. And Kiswahili, of course, is a part of that. So feeling that wouldn't be fair to put him through that, I let him come back to the States, and he stayed with his grandmother and then went into the Army subsequently. So anyway, at any rate, check out the schools if you've got children. And save up your money. Don't think it's free over there. Don't think it's cheap. And last thing, that's what number 7 is, be smart. Don't go anywhere thinking that you've reached heaven, because heaven is in your heart. It's here on earth. You make it heaven. So be wise, be smart. Use that sense. Use this right here, this third eye that we have. Use it. Keep it open so that you can determine and you can discern what it is that needs to be done and what you need to be doing with whom you can trust and whom you cannot trust. Okay? Don't think because you're back home that everybody is your brother and sister. Okay? Don't think that by no means. Okay? So, ending this, I'm going to say, if you all have any questions or concerns or any, input, let me know. I'll give you my suggestions. And I'll see y'all in the motherland. You see what I'm saying? Get prepared. Peace.